Good evening, everyone. We are continuing to follow breaking news tonight out of Pigeon Forge. A massive fire has burned down at least 35 cabins so far, and the flames are still raging. We've got full team coverage for you tonight. We begin live at the scene as close to the fire as is safe for our crews. That is where we find 6 News reporter Josh Alt. So, Josh, what is the latest?
Jill, this has been a crazy scene here. We're actually about 5 miles from where the fire is. You can't see it. They're keeping us at a safe location, but it's about 5 miles from the Pigeon Forge city limits, and this fire is huge. Fire officials say it's going to take several days to get this fire under control. Huge flames could be seen from Wears Valley Road hours after the fire first started.
If they could avoid the Wears Valley area of Pigeon Forge right now, this is still an active fire and is still being worked until it's under control. For traffic purposes and for safety, if people would please remain off Wears Valley Road, that'd be very helpful.
Fire officials say this fire has burned more than 300 acres and more than 35 structures, mostly rental cabins, have been destroyed. Patricia Gallion owns more than 100 acres in the fire's path.
I just don't know if it's any of our property or not, and then some of my friends live up that way, and I was just a little bit concerned about them.
More than 20 fire departments are on the scene. Families of the firefighters are praying for their safety.
I talked to him earlier before I headed up here, and I could hear the helicopters, and he said the helicopters are flying over, and that's about the only time I've got to communicate with him because, of course, he's trying to fight a fire, so I don't get to talk to him as much, but I've been sending him text messages and telling him that I love him and I want them all to come home safe.
Fire officials say this is one of the largest fires ever in Sevier County. Fire officials tell us that more than 150 people have been displaced because of this fire. There's been 2 shelters that have been opened up for people to go to if they don't have a home to go to. That's at the Pigeon Forge Community Center. Also, Kingwood Inn in Pigeon Forge is allowing people to stay there if they've been displaced. Fire officials say it will be several days before this fire is under control, and they're asking anyone who's in the Pigeon Forge area to stay away from Wears Valley Road because there's more than 20 fire departments coming in and out, and there's just too much traffic. And so they're asking everyone, just don't come by here and be a sightseer. Guys, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Josh. Well, hundreds in the area have been evacuated, and residents and visitors in the city of Pigeon Forge are on high alert tonight. 6 News reporter Ben Pridgetel talked with people in the area.
Police have the road behind me closed. They say it's just too dangerous to let people through. The flames are still burning. We can actually smell the smoke from where we are just a couple miles from the fire. A lot of the people being affected are tourists who weren't expecting this from a weekend in East Tennessee, and some of them are actually cut off from family members just on the other side of this roadblock.
My stepfather and my older son is up there.
Mike Brubaker can't get to his son and stepfather tonight. That's because they're still inside an area that has been threatened by a massive fire.
You're kind of worried, you know. I mean, you assume they're okay, and you hope that everything will be okay. You hope they don't end up getting evacuated, because I'm sure they're a little nervous.
Others who live in the area year-round are working to help neighbors who have seen their homes go up in flames.
It looks like somebody just went through there and just dropped a bomb on the place. There's LP gas tanks flying everywhere, flying in there, bombs. It's bad shape. I feel bad for them people.
Those who have seen the damage firsthand say it's one of the worst fires they've ever seen. They spent the day trying to make sure everyone has gotten out okay.
Yeah, we've been helping people get their personal belongings out of their house, anything valuable to them. You know, it means a lot because, you know, once you lose all that, you don't get it back.
As you've heard, the cleanup process has already begun, but there's still so much work to be done. Many volunteers tell us they actually plan to come out first thing in the morning to help those in the community affected by this fire. In Pigeon Forge, Ben Pridgetel, 6 News.
Well, we got a lot of photos of the fire from our 6 News followers on Facebook and Twitter. Chad Wells was one of the first on Twitter. He shared this photo he took this afternoon of the thick smoke filling the sky. Melissa Johnson was high on Bluff Mountain watching the flames destroy everything in their path. She posted she hopes everyone gets out safely on our Facebook wall. Over on Twitter, Karina was tweeting us a picture of the thick smoke from the fire she could see from her front porch. This is her view. She asked people to pray for the best. If you have any pictures or video, you can share them with us on our WATE 6 News Facebook page or follow us at 6 News on Twitter. Be sure to use the hashtag #SevierFire.